Hey credit warriors, welcome to the show, and we are all about financial literacy, maximizing credit card rewards on this channel. And today I want to go through what I would recommend as the best first 5 credit cards for a beginner in 2022. Since this is for beginners, we are going to be looking at minimizing annual fees, maximizing the amount of rewards and cashback you can earn, and not forcing you to spend a huge amount of money to get those welcome bonuses. If you like the sound of that, why not subscribe for more credit card and personal finance videos almost every day. Card 1, the Discover It cashback card. Now this is what I would recommend for a first credit card for a complete beginner, and this is probably what I would say is the best first credit card you could get. We'll get into why in just a moment. But people with what I call a thin file, i.e. they don't have really any credit history, there's not much information on their credit report, they should have no problem getting approved for this card. Now, if you have a bad credit score because you've damaged your credit through things like missed payments or even bankruptcy or something, then you might have a hard time getting this. But if you just have no credit history because you've got a thin file, lack of information, it's still pretty much an easy card to get. And you can increase your chances of getting approved for this card and the other cards we're going to talk about today even further by getting added as an authorized user first on a family member's card. Now, they do not even have to give you the physical card, they can just cut it up or put it in a drawer, but basically their credit history will report on your credit report, and as long as they're paying it on time, and they do have to be paying it on time, it will help you build your credit score. If you want to see a video on the best authorized user cards for building your credit, you can check out this video on my channel. I'll put it on the end card of this video. So why the Discover It card, you may ask? Well, that is because even as a complete beginner, you can earn some cashback rewards from this credit card. The alternative for a first credit card would normally be the Capital One Platinum, which offers no rewards whatsoever. It's just for building your credit. The Discover It card, however, is what we call a rotating quarterly category card. It earns 5% cashback on $1,500 worth of spending in categories that change each quarter. Here's the cashback calendar for 2022. Right now in quarter 1, you get 5% on grocery stores and gyms. Next quarter from April, you'll be earning 5% on gas and Target, which is amazing because gas prices are pretty high right now. And if you're watching this video later in 2022, you can see the later categories on screen too. In the first year, they also do a cashback match. So they match everything you earn at the end of the year. So basically you'd actually be earning 10% in those categories in your first year and 2% on everything else. So the Discover It cashback card, a very solid credit card for a beginner with no annual fee. Let's move on to our next card. Card 2, the Chase Freedom Flex or the Citi Custom Cash. All right, I'm giving you a choice. Bet you didn't see that coming. But this really depends on whether you want to get into the Chase system or the Citi system later on. Now, both the Freedom Flex and the Citi Custom Cash, which was a brand new card last year, by the way, they are both rotating quarterly category cards. They earn 5% back or 5 points per dollar back on $1,500 worth of spending per quarter, although the Citi Custom Cash is actually tracked as $500 per month, not $1,500 per quarter, although that is technically the same, but there are subtle differences, like, you know, the spending has to be spread out $500 each month, not just $1,500 in the first months of the quarter and then it's maxed out. Now the Freedom Flex announces its categories just before the start of the quarter, so normally on the 15th of the month before the quarter starts. The Citi Custom Cash is different. It just gives you 5% back automatically in whatever your highest spending category is for that quarter, okay? Up to $500 in spending per month. So if your highest spending category was gas, you earn 5% back on gas. Now, both of these cards like to see a credit score in the upper 600s if you want to get approved on an application. Chase also generally likes to see a year of credit history before they approve you for any of their credit cards, although you can get around this, especially if you have an account with them and if you apply in branch and get a banker to put in a good word with the credit card department for you. But anyway, having an authorized user card to give you a bit more credit history would really help on either of these applications. Now, the argument for getting a Chase card is because of the Chase 524 rule, which states if you've opened 5 or more credit cards in the past 24 months, which is 2 years, Chase will not approve you for any Chase cards. So in our first 5 credit cards, we do want some of them to be Chase cards, because once we've gone beyond 5 in 2 years, we can't get any more Chase cards anyway. However, alternatively, you might not be interested in the Chase system. You may want to go with Citi, the Citi Custom Cash. It's a really good card. It was released last year. The categories, you know, because they're not rotating, you just get 5% in your biggest category. It's really easy to guarantee that 5% by just using that card for one thing, like grocery shopping, for example, maybe you spend $500 or more a month on grocery. If that's your biggest category, guaranteed 5% every month. All right, before we move on, if you're looking for a way to pool information on all your credit cards in one place, you have to check out the app MaxRewards. It links to your banks with a read-only connection and pools your balances, rewards balances, utilization on all your cards. It warns you of upcoming bills, and it shows you which cards to use where and in what category for the maximum points and cashback. If you have the gold version of MaxRewards, it'll even activate Chase rotating quarterly categories and Amex offers for you so that you never miss a deal. And you can get a free month of that with my link below, or you can just download the app and check out some of the free features, of which there are many. MaxRewards are also sponsoring a competition this month where you can win some really great prizes, including AirPods and a few other things. If you want to know how to enter that competition, stick around. I'm going to tell it to you at the end of the video. Card 3, your first American Express. So once you have a credit score of around 700, Amex cards are really easy to get approved for, and they do tend to offer higher credit limits. So we're now going to go for our first American Express, and I would recommend either the Amex Everyday or the Amex Everyday Preferred if you don't mind an annual fee. And these cards are a great introduction to the Amex membership rewards system, which you will be using if you are going to use credit card points to book travel later on. So the Everyday card earns 2 Amex points per dollar on supermarkets, up to $6,000 in spending per year, and 1 point on everything else. The Everyday Preferred earns 3 points on supermarkets, 2 points on gas, and 1 point on everything else. But there is a real big advantage of the Preferred, and that is this. You get a 50% bonus on your points if you make 30 transactions or more in a month. The Everyday is only 20%. So that means you could be earning 4.5 points per dollar on supermarkets with the Preferred and 3 points per dollar on gas. The only caveat of the Everyday Preferred is that it comes with a $95 annual fee. Now, both of these cards have welcome bonuses. They're a little bit on the low side. So the Everyday is 10,000 points. Not bad for a card with no annual fee. The Everyday Preferred is 15,000 points, which is quite low for a card that has a $95 annual fee. But the benefits are so good in other ways, 4.5 points per dollar on supermarkets, that I can let the low bonus slide. So those are both good cards. If you prefer cashback, you could alternatively go for the Amex Blue Cash Preferred, which offers 6% back at supermarkets, and there is a spending limit per year for that. The Hilton Amex cards are also a great choice if you want to collect points and free nights to stay in Hilton hotels. Now, I did say the reason we wanted to apply for an Amex card at this stage is because they do offer high limits, and that should set us up nicely for our next card. Card 4. Chase Sapphire Preferred or City Premier. So the Chase Sapphire Preferred is a great credit card to get once you've been getting credit cards for a year or so. Should be a reasonably easy approval. Currently has a 60,000 point sign up bonus, which is worth at least $750 for booking travel through Chase's travel portal. So this will be your first big bonus. But since it is a Visa signature card, it has a minimum credit limit of $5,000 or more. So that is why we are suggesting you get an Amex card first, and hopefully you get a $5,000 limit or close to it, which is going to look really good on your credit report when you apply for the Sapphire Preferred. And it's your Sapphire Preferred that is going to work really well in conjunction with your Chase Freedom. Basically, you earn points at 5 points per dollar in those rotating quarterly categories on the Chase Freedom Flex. You transfer those points over to the Chase Sapphire Preferred, and you can then book travel through the travel portal at a higher rate of 1.25 cents per point, or you can transfer them out to airlines at a 1-to-1 ratio and get even more value out of them, 2 cents per point or more, booking first class and business class flights. And we are putting this card now as your 4th card because of the 524 rule, okay? Because remember, I did suggest that you get 1 authorized user card before you start this, which may show up on your credit report within the past 2 years, okay, as being opened within the past 2 years. Maybe, maybe not, because you might get the whole history. It might look like a very old account. But if that authorized user card does show up within the past 2 years, that would mean your 3rd card is actually your 4th card, and your 4th card is actually going to be your 5th card. So this would be your last chance to get a Chase card before you go over 524. If you want to know more about this card, the Chase Sapphire Preferred, I will put a link to it on our partner website in the links below, so that you can check it out. But if you got the Citi Custom Cash as your 2nd card, you may actually want to continue with this Citi system and go for the Citi Premier. And this works in much the same way. You can actually earn points on the custom cash at 5 points per dollar. Okay, they say it's cashback, but it is transferable into City Thank You points. And you can do the same thing. You can transfer them to the City Premier, where you can then transfer them out to airlines and book all those really good business class and first class flights. Like the Sapphire Preferred, the City Premier actually also currently has a 60,000 point welcome bonus. And it earns points in some really great categories. 3 points per dollar on restaurants, gas, supermarkets, air travel, and hotels. All right, now let's move on to our final card. Card 5, the Capital One Venture X. Now this was a brand new card last year, and it's Capital One's first ever Tier 4 or premium luxury travel credit card. It's great for beginners because of its comparatively low annual fee and generous travel credit. So the annual fee is $395, but there is a travel credit of $300 for the Capital One Travel Portal. When you book through cash with the portal, you can get refunded up to $300. So that effectively lowers the annual fee to $95 if you max out the travel credit. So it really isn't that much out of pocket, especially if you use the travel credit right away. That's why I say it's a really good card for a beginner. You can compare that with the Chase Sapphire Reserve, also a Tier 4 card, $550 annual fee. The Amex Platinum also fits in Tier 4 luxury travel card, $695 annual fee. Now the card did launch last year with a 100,000 point welcome bonus. That is over now, but it's still at 75,000 points, which isn't that bad. Capital One has 16 transfer partners where points transfer out at a 1-to-1 ratio. So if you go ahead and you book business class flights with it, you could easily get over $1,000 in value out of that bonus, maybe even $1,500. In addition, the card gives you the premium travel perks like airport lounge access through Priority Pass and TSA pre-check and global entry, which are sort of the must-have standard perks for people who want to use credit cards to enhance a luxury travel experience. And you can get them at a bit of a lower rate than other cards, okay? Effectively just a $95 annual fee. Just remember that Capital One is very sensitive to recent hard inquiries on your credit report. So I'd encourage you to space this application for the Venture X out. Maybe you leave 6 months since your most recent application for other cards. So that is our recommended first 5 credit cards for beginners. You start with the Discover It, then you move into either the Chase or Citi systems, then you get an Amex for the high credit limits, then either a Chase or Citi mid-tier card for the high bonus and an introduction to transfer partners, and then you get the Capital One Venture X for your first premium card with lounge access, etc. All right, guys, now I did say that there were going to be some chances to win prizes courtesy of MaxRewards. Now today's prize is a $100 Amazon gift card. We've had 1 prize already won already, so that means including today's, there are 4 prizes left, 3 more after today. So if you enter today, you will actually be entered for the rest of the month. So if you don't win today, there are 3 more chances after that. So in total, you've got 4 chances to win if you enter today. Here's how to enter. So first of all, you need to follow both me and MaxRewards on Instagram. Links for those are below. Then the second step is you need to download MaxRewards through my link, also below, and you need to link 1 account, okay? It works by doing a read-only connection to your bank, okay? Can't steal your information, can't spend any money on it. It just reads your data. Has to have that because it's pooling the information about all your cards in 1 app, so it's in your interest. But yeah, you got to link 1 account, and that will then enter you into the competition to potentially win a prize. Now, current users of MaxRewards, I know what you might be thinking. Is this only for new downloads of the app, or can current users enter as well? Well, the good news for you is that you can enter if you are a current user of MaxRewards. All you have to do though is you have to refer 1 person in the month of March, and I will show on screen now the steps you have to take to find your referral link in the app. And you just have to send that referral to a friend, have them download the app and link 1 account, and you will be entered. Keep an eye on whatever email you use to sign up for MaxRewards throughout this month, because it is going to be that email that we'll be using to notify the people who have won the prizes. Good luck. Please subscribe to my channel if you're new, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.